Welcome back to the deep dive. We try to cut to the noise here. Have you felt things shifting? I mean, really shifting in the cloud data world lately? Especially with all the talk about data security, AI growth. Feels like that foundation, data management, is just critical now. Today, we're going deep on Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services, IICS. It seems like it's becoming this quiet giant, not just tech, but a real career mover. So our mission today is pretty clear. Which industries are really snapping up cloud integration experts, and crucially, why now? Whether you're, building a team or maybe building your career, we think there's some really practical takeaways here.
That's exactly right. ICS has really become the standard for companies trying to navigate this whole cloud transformation maze. At its core, it connects data, cleans it up, governs it, whether it's cloud, on-prem, hybrid, whatever. And look, in today's economy, this isn't just a nice-to-have tech upgrade. It's basic survival. So yeah, you're seeing this race almost across different sectors to hire ICS pros. They need them to sort out the complexity, connect old stuff with new cloud tools, and just, stay competitive. And while lots of places need this, some industries are really leading the pack. It's fascinating.
Okay, so it's fundamental, we get that, but let's dig in a bit. What's really pushing this demand right now? Is it just cloud or something more? And yeah, like you said, which industries are really standing out? Where's the real heat?
Well, the universal drivers are definitely there. Everyone's dealing with moving to the cloud, managing hybrid stuff, data governance, compliance headaches. It's across the board.
Yeah,
That basic
right.
need fuels ICS demand everywhere. But yeah, to your point, 5 sectors are really pulling ahead. First one, financial services and insurance. Big time. The main reason. Regulation. It's just relentless for them. They're using ICS to stitch together old core banking systems with modern fintech apps. And it's not just moving data. It's fraud detection, audits, customer insights. The data has to be spot on. And honestly, if you know ICS and you understand things like SOX or
Yeah.
GDPR, you're gold in that sector.
Right, that makes sense. The stakes are incredibly high there. Data accuracy isn't just nice, it's legally required. So, okay, high stakes in finance, how does that compare to, say, healthcare? Different kind of pressure, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. Next up is healthcare and life sciences. Huge activity there, too. Here, it's all about managing incredibly sensitive data, patient records, clinical trial results. ICS is key for integrating electronic health records or EHRs, research systems, all that. And it all has to be done under strict rules like RIPA in the US or GDPR in Europe, messing up data handling here. The consequences are, frankly, enormous. So that integration has to be rock solid, and knowing specific standards like HL7 or FHIR, that gives you a real edge.
Wow, yeah. You really feel the weight of that data integrity impacting actual lives. Okay, so moving from patient data to physical products, what about manufacturing? Complex supply chains, right?
Exactly. That brings us to manufacturing. The complexity is just staggering. Think supply chain spanning the globe, IoT data flooding in from machines, tons of product info. They use ICS to link up all these different systems that often don't talk to each other easily. ERPs, MES, SCM systems. It's a massive integration challenge, like you said, trying to manage a global operation where systems speak different languages. ICS is the translator, and the results are tangible. Better operations, seeing what's actually happening, and enabling things like predictive maintenance.
Okay, that translator analogy really works, bringing order to potential chaos.
Yeah.
All right, what about industries closer to us, the consumers, retail? I
Yeah.
mentioned data volumes are just immense there.
Oh, absolutely. Retail and CPG, consumer packaged goods, that's the next hotspot. Their demand is driven by, just massive streams of customer data, every click, every purchase. They use ICS for managing loyalty programs, driving real-time analytics, figuring out what people are buying right now, personalizing offers. Speed is everything. Getting that data integrated and analyzed quickly is a huge competitive edge for them.
Makes sense. And the fifth one, you mentioned tech companies themselves.
Yep. Maybe a bit obvious, but crucial. Tech companies, they don't just sell tools like ICS, they use it heavily. It's often baked right into their own SaaS platforms and solutions. They need it internally to make sure their own products work seamlessly and can handle their clients' data needs.
Right, eating their own dog food, so to speak. Okay, so finance, healthcare, manufacturing, retail, tech. Across all of these, is there one big takeaway, a common theme driving this ICS boom?
Yeah, I think there is. The big shift, it's moved beyond just connecting data. Now it's fundamentally about data trust, quality, Governance. These industries absolutely need data they can rely on, and they need processes that are compliant. That's why skills specifically in ICS's Cloud Data Quality Module, CDQ, and handling compliance, they're becoming massive differentiators. It's not just about linking A to B anymore. It's about ensuring the data flowing between them is accurate, governed, and trustworthy.
Okay, data trust. That really resonates. So let's make this practical. What does this all mean for, someone listening right now, if you're a leader or if you're an ICS pro yourself?
Right. Good question. For business leaders, the key thing is hiring isn't just about technical skills anymore. You really, really need people who understand your industry. Its rules, its data porks, what's at stake, that domain knowledge, it's not optional. It ensures the tech solutions actually fit the business context and don't cause, expensive problems down the line.
Got it. So look beyond just the certifications. What about for the ICS professionals themselves? How do they stand out?
Okay, for the ICS folks listening, here's the play. Combine your tech skills with that deep domain knowledge. Seriously, know ICS inside out and understand, say, financial reporting rules if you're targeting banking, or know HL7 if you want to be in healthcare. That combination, it lifts you from being just a developer to being a solution expert, someone who gets the bigger picture, and maybe even specialize further. Focus on cloud data quality or application integration, linking different software apps. Those are high demand areas, especially within these top industries. It shows you understand where the real value and the real pain points are.
That's really clear advice. Pair the tech with the context. Become that solution expert. So wrapping this up then, it feels like the core message is pretty stark. The ICS job market. It's hot. And it's especially hot in industries where data complexity and compliance aren't just important, they're fundamental. So whether you're building a team or building a career, this is definitely a space with very specific high-value opportunities right now.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And maybe just one final thought to leave folks with. As data really does become the new currency, these ICS experts, the refiners of that data, are becoming indispensable. But, who's training the refiners for tomorrow? What new skills will they need as data gets even more complex and tied into everything? It's something to think about. The landscape's changing fast.